How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Daniel Deutsch builds production pieces for theme parks down here in Orlando. And luckily for me, he actually has a Landspeeder mold. And he's gonna let me borrow it so I can build one.
Hop on in.
I'll have to ask me twice.
Step one foot on the seat.
I'm trying to act like an adult right now, but I feel like a little kid. It's gonna be worth every bit of Andy's money.
This is awesome. No, I mean, you know, the detail is just insane on this thing.
We try to make it as accurate as possible.
Wow. Very cool. Can't believe I'm sitting in a Landspeeder. So what was the hardest thing for you guys when you were putting this back together?
The windshield. And the windshield was something that we had not really put a lot of thought into, and had thought maybe we'd find a found object, but
Right. It's just not gonna happen.
not to get it. Any found object was not going to fit the dimensions and look just right.
If Daniel and his team had trouble with this windshield, I know we're gonna have trouble. But right now, I have to focus on getting this Landspeeder body ready to go. That's why I'm down here.
You know, it's not very often you get to work on, you know, a piece of my childhood history here, and I just want to be able to recreate it as close as I can to the real deal. I want to have my hands on every part of this project as much as I possibly can.
Andy's Halloween party is right around the corner, so there isn't a second to waste. To create the Landspeeder, I'm using the hollow mold Daniel used to build his replica. First, we'll separate the frame into two parts. Then, fiberglass chop mat will be applied. Once the fiberglass cures, we'll attach the two halves. We'll coat them one last time from the inside, and then drive away with our finished Landspeeder shell.
Right now he's laying down the gel coat on there, which is going to be the outside surface when this is all done. So when it's pulled out of the mold, it'll have this nice, smooth finish, like what you see on the outside of a boat. Because of the nature of this whole thing and how it's created, it all has to be done separately. So you have top of the tub, bottom of the tub, cockpit area, the two engine pods, and they all have to be done separately and then all assembled when it's done. And we're pretty much building this thing from liquid out of a 55-gallon drum and then a couple of spools of fiberglass. So this is as basic as you can get in the beginnings.
After the gel coat cures, it's time to shoot the chop mat. The outside skin of the Landspeeder is the gel coating, but this fiberglass chop mat is why I'm here. I can't duplicate this kind of work back at the shop. We'll spray on several layers. As each one cures, it'll make the body of our Landspeeder that much stronger.
We have the top done. This has already been shot. We have one piece left to do, and then we'll be letting this cure overnight. We'll demold it, get the two pieces together, and then we'll be packing it up and getting down the road.